If you're looking for the perfect side hustle or small business idea that isn't a lot of work, generates a good amount of income, and it's doing something that you actually enjoy, listen up. I'm a 19-year-old entrepreneur, I have 8 streams of income, and I saved up over $100,000 before I turned 18. One of those 8 streams of income is my small business called Camps for Kids that I started when I was 14 years old. The last video I made on Camps for Kids has over 200,000 views, so I thought that I would talk a little bit more about the camps and also how you can start your own. So starting off with how I started Camps for Kids, I was 14 years old and babysitting, and my mom noticed that there were a lot of kids in our neighborhood, and she had the idea of, instead of me going out and babysitting for people, we could have the kids at our house and have a little camp. The very first camp we had was a Halloween camp, and I planned a few crafts and activities, and it was 2 hours long. Back then, I only charged $15 per child, and we had around 10 kids, so I made around $150. And then the supplies for the crafts were really cheap. I think they were around $40, so I made around $110 in profit. After that camp, we decided to do another, and then we did winter break camps, and then spring break camps, and from then on, we just kind of did camps whenever the kids were out of school for holidays. That also led to us starting summer camps, where we would have 1 to 3 camps per week, just 2 hours long, and we would have super fun crafts and activities, just like slime, tie-dye, inflatables, shaving cream soccer, foam parties, and so much more. I also started holding parent night out camps, which were 3 hours long. For those camps, each camp would have a theme. So for example, one day we did Mr. Popper's Penguins. We had the kids make their own pizzas, and then we also had an interactive snack where they could build it, just like icing their own cookies or doing ice cream sundaes. And then we also did a craft that was the theme of the movie. So for Mr. Popper's Penguins, we did a penguin craft. And then after all of that, we would show the movie, and then the camp would be over. Eventually, I increased my prices, and the 2-hour camps are $20, and then the 3-hour camps were $25 per child. And that's kind of where Camps for Kids is at today. So we have our parent night out camps, our summer camps, and then camps whenever the kids are out of school for holidays. One thing that's amazing if you're thinking about starting your own camps is you don't have to do just crafts and activities like I've done. If you have any special talents, just like sports, playing instruments, or even school subjects, you can have a camp around that. The options are truly limitless, and it's honestly a really fun way to make money while also contributing to your community. If you're wanting to start a camp but you don't know where to start, I do have a guide in my Instagram bio. But if you have any questions about starting a camp or any questions about me and my experience starting a camp, let me know.